Welcome to HoopHers Podcast with your boy JC and your man Mr. Herd in the
Oh,
building.
we out here. We out
You
here.
feel
We
me?
out here. Shout out to
And
the
we
world. Bell
listen.
Sports
This is
Club.
you feel me, Bell Sports Club, and we here, bro. This is HoopHers Podcast, episode 3. So we about to dive in, man. And since we started off with Caitlin Clark last episode, and since it's a lot of love, it's a lot of Caitlin love. Period. And we here to do everybody, and we here to do what the mainstream not going to do. So we here. I want to start off with Angel Reese, bro, and she's starting off how I'm liking the way she's playing. She averaging 12 points, 9 rebounds, 38% true shooting, which is threes and twos. You feel me? And free throws, if I'm not mistaken. All that goes everything shooting goes into that stat right there. When somebody say true shooting, everything goes into that stat. That's for the audience. You feel me? She dropped 12 in her debut with 8 rebounds. She looked a little uncomfortable with the physicality out there, just getting used to WNBA professional playing and all that good stuff. You feel me? But she ain't shy away from it. And then by the second game, she looked way more comfortable. And she looked like now she's just more focused on how can she help the team and what her role going to be into the team. And I think, in my opinion, I think her role on this team should be something like a defensive anchor, something like Will Chamberlain played, or what's it like AD plays for LA right now, something like that where she can get buckets, but also it's like we depend on you for defense because they have people on that squad that can score and get buckets already. So, and she a rook, you feel what I'm saying? Being a rookie and all that, you feel me? You got to kind of grow into your role, and I don't want them to rush her. You feel me? I don't want them to rush none of the rookies. I don't want them to rush any of the rookies like how they rush them in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want them to rush them into something crazy. So I mean, she looked comfortable. I think she could be a defensive anchor. But how you think she looked at her first 2 games? Right? They only play 2 games. Yeah, they only play 2 games. So how you think she looked at her first 2 games?
Yeah, I agree with you. She definitely looks like she's feeling things out, you
Facts.
know. And if you ask me, she appears in the first few games, clearly a rookie. You know what I mean? She's surrounded
Yeah.
by like in unfamiliar territory. She's kind of
Yeah.
like, I don't want to not rub people the wrong way, but I'm in
Yup.
here. I just want to play basketball. I don't want to carry my college reputation over into here. And so
Right.
she's like,
Right.
yeah, so she seems like she's kind of like gently easing her way in. But in this last game, I think she really said maybe forget some of that, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
go ahead and
yeah,
ball.
yeah. Because she really wanted the ball. I can even see that at the end of the game of the first one because obviously they was losing. So she was like on some like, yo, let me. This is what I do. Like I win. I'm here to win. This is what I came here to do. And I could see her shedding off some of that what you was talking about. Like just like yo, instead of me just trying to fit in, we kind of need to win the game, and I know what I can do to win the game. So give me the rock. And I think she started off the game with that. Secondly, piggybacking off what you said, but I mean, continue what you were saying. I want
Yeah.
to jog in there.
Oh yeah, and I also feel like there's a lot going on for her.
Mm-hmm.
There's the comparisons between her and Caitlin. There's the want from individuals to see more attention placed on
Mm-hmm.
her. She has her media team and crew, and we see them working things out and navigating her whole career. So she's doing a lot of thinking.
Facts, facts.
Mhm.
And it
And I
looked
don't know.
like she want to play. She just want to play well. Like I could see in the way she played. I know it's only been 2 games, but it looked like she just want to play well. Like let me just play
Mhm.
well and just live up to my reputation. Don't do nothing extra. Just play well. She don't want to make no mistakes. You feel me? It look
Yeah,
really like she don't want to make no mistakes. It really
absolutely.
look like that. But
Yeah, man.
moving on from her. You feel me? Shout out to her. Shout out to them. They actually they won one game. They lost another game. They 1-1 right now. They played Dallas twice. Who got what's her name? Arike, who all-star. We'll talk about her at the end of the towards the end, you feel me? But tough games. Tough games. And they really pulled out that second game. Shout out to them for really pulling out that second game because it was a close game towards the fourth quarter, and then they really pulled out in the fourth quarter Angel Reese really doing her thing in that game too. You feel me? And but moving on from them, you feel me? Because hopefully they'll improve. But moving on from them, talk about the LA Sparks, bro. Because they got Cameron Brink, Rakia Jackson. That's she was number 2. I forgot what Rakia Jackson went. She went top 10 as well. And listen, man, they took 2 L's. They definitely took 2 L's, but I think they look good as far as like their style of play, the way they're playing basketball, the way they're sharing the rock, the way the offense looking. It don't look bad. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't like they lost these 2 games and it looked terrible. It actually looked like they knew what they was doing. Cam Brink came out in her first game scoring 11 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, playing all around. You feel what I'm saying? It was really good seeing her. I think she had 2 threes in that game as well. It was really good seeing her pretty much just fill out her role, playing well her first game, nothing too extra, not too many mistakes. They just lost the game. You feel what I'm saying? And then in the second game, that was more of a Rakia Jackson game where she came in and she dropped 13 points. And she did what I thought she could do, which is pretty much be a bucket. Like she's a bucket. You can put her anywhere on the court and she can score. And she did her thing in that second game. I was really proud because I know she wasn't gonna get rookie of the year or nothing like that because the roles that she plays on the team, she's coming off the bench opposed to other rookies that are actually starting. You feel me? But just seeing her get out there and getting 13, it give me hope that she could play like a 6 woman of the year type role and get that type of award, like coming off the bench, giving you real buckets, and because that's what she did in the game. And I'm just interested to see how they roles develop on the team because this seemed like an offense where it's more like whoever get off that night type time. Like in the pros, you can't stop everybody. You got to give up something and just hope that something isn't what loses you the game. And with LA, it looked like they have enough players where they want to make you pay for whatever you're giving up. So if you're giving up threes and you want to protect the paint because you don't work with Rakia Jackson and Cameron Brink going down there and killing you down there, you feel me? They got players that can hit threes on the outside and stuff like that. So it looked like one of those type of teams. So I'm interested to see how their roles develop on the team. But how do you see Cameron Brink role developing on the team? Because that's the number 2 pick, and she got a lot of expectations on her too. So how you feel about her role on the LA Sparks, and what do you think she can do moving forward in this season? Like, what are you expecting from her?
She's a really decent looking player right now.
Yeah.
Not so aggressive right now, but I
Right.
think I think she's going to turn up in that area. She's going to have to.
Yeah,
Um,
she gonna have to.
yeah.
She's
But as I
gonna
look
have
at the whole team, they still seem to be kind of filling each other out and figuring out where they can be. And I think as they gain confidence together, we'll see more of Cameron. We'll see her really turn up, and
facts.
um, and I think she's definitely going to be a integral part of their team.
They got a point guard, Lexi Brown, who she be on Gilbert Arenas podcast. Shout out Gilbert Arenas Nate podcast. And she was hurt all last year, and
Mhm.
she gets buckets. So it looked like that's another aspect of the team that they're working on as well as like kind of working her back into the system, working her back into the team, seeing how she
Mhm.
can affect the rest of the offense. So it's almost like a brand new team, almost in a sense,
Absolutely.
because it's like they kind of like starting over. Like they got a lot of history of winning over there, and this is kind of like everybody got a brand new slate, and this kind of like a new regime of players coming in over here on the LA Sparks. So I am interested to see if they can bounce back and see if they can get some W's. Definitely their first W. I mean, I feel like they could have won against Atlanta. I knew they wasn't going to win against the Las Vegas Aces because the Las Vegas Aces, they really don't both defend the champs. You know what I'm saying? Asia Wilson, Plum Dog, all those girls right there. That's a tough matchup. But surprisingly to me, they played better. They played better against the Las Vegas Aces than they did against Atlanta. And being against the champs. Maybe because they was the champs and they circled that and they was like, we got to play well. But they actually did their thing against the Aces. So I do want to see how they do well. But it's going to be interesting seeing what Cameron Brink brings to the league. I want to see her really shine because in that
Oh
second
yeah.
game, she was uncomfortable. I don't know how you
Well,
felt about
she
that
had
second
some
game.
decent passes in that game
Facts.
against
That's definitely
Atlanta.
facts.
She hit Kia Nurse in the
Mm-hmm.
corner, man.
Mm-hmm.
One of them
Tough.
shots that I like, corner shot, tough shot. She banged it out. I said, real good looking,
Yeah,
real good
definitely.
looking stuff.
It's hard not to look good passing the kid nurse, bro. She a bucket. I ain't. She was
Yeah.
getting buckets in that first. Was that first game or that second game? She shot. I think it was that first game. That first game, she dropped like 13 in the first half or something like that. Like she was really going in, like getting straight buckets, all these threes. I was like, oh my goodness, bro. Speaking of threes, right? Ooh, this is a good little segue
Ooh.
right here. Caitlin
Uh-huh.
Clark and the Indiana Fever. So they had a tough game. Was that last night playing the Connecticut? Connecticut last night or was that 2 nights ago? I think that was Monday night. Oh yeah, that was yesterday. Yeah. They played Connecticut, right? Boom. This is their second time playing Connecticut. And this one was a real close game, came down to the end. And for me, how she had that rough debut and her first game was a rough debut. I think she really bounced back against the same team this time. She got way more buckets this time, and for me, it's like it's. I don't think it's nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Keep it being. I feel like it's coaching. How do you feel about the offense over there? I feel like they're not working her into the offense enough. Like enough open shots, off ball screens, stuff of that nature. Like how do you feel about the offense over there?
Um. mm, do I think that you said they're not working her into the offense enough?
Yeah, like do you think they should be giving her more touches? Should they be giving her more plays? Or you think,
I think they're still trying to figure that out.
yeah, that's what it look that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. And it's crazy too, because I think an aspect of that is the fact that they had the rookie of the year last year, Aaliyah Boston, in there. And
Hmm.
I it's weird, bro. It's weird getting two good players back to back like that, because now it's like one of those things like it's almost like who team is this? And I feel like I don't know the way Aaliyah Boston playing in there to me kind of feels a little selfish, and it feels like a little like she feels like the team slipping away from her and getting out of like she's not gonna be the
mm
main person no more. I
mm.
I don't know like when Brian got with D Wade, this is a good example. When Brian got with D Wade, when before they got to this whole conversation where D Wade like, oh, I'm gonna get the keys to Brian because he's healthier, he's the man, he's the best player all time, all that stuff. When they played, it was a little. First, it was the hot potato, who gonna do what. Then it was a little like hero ball. Like I'm not really trying to give up my team. Even when he played with Kyrie, when he went back to Cleveland, Kyrie wasn't really trying to give up his team. It was a lot of selfish plays where you like, damn, bro, why you shoot on three people? You feel me? I feel like Aaliyah Boston giving me plays like that where it's like she forcing certain shots down in the paint that just don't make no sense. She's not a rookie anymore. I watched her play last year as well. She didn't make some of those plays because I felt like she felt like if I give up the ball, I'm gonna get the ball back. It don't feel like she feel that way this year. Like it feel like when she get the ball back, then she like, damn, I might not get this joint back. I might not just get reposted up. Like, cause she's a post player. You need somebody else to pass you the ball, which is crazy to me because Caitlin Clark is a great passer and she unselfish. So I don't think she got no reason to feel that way, but it looked that way on the court when it looked like she forced a certain shot. It looked like certain things where it's like I'm putting this up because I don't know when I'm gonna get the ball back again. Type situation. It ain't super evident, but it's giving me aspects of that. So they got some coaching to do over there. I feel like they got some coaching to do over there. Do you think Caitlin can play off ball? Do you think she could play off ball? Or you think she better served with the ball in her hand, like a Magic Johnson type?
Mm. Um, I wouldn't mind seeing her off ball. I don't really think I let me to be honest, I don't want to sound mean. I don't think that Caitlyn is the player that the media has hyped her up to be.
I feel you. I feel you. No, I don't either. And I know what you mean by that. So I'm gonna try to break it down for the fans here. Like no, because it's like all right, boom. They're making her Steph Curry, right? Let's say that. All right, they're making her Steph Curry, right? She's
Right.
more like a JJ Redick. You
You
feel what I'm
know,
saying? Like somebody who can shoot a marks woman that really hit threes, coming off the screens and great in that type of role. You
in that
can live
way.
with a player like that. You feel what I'm saying? And for me, that's why I feel like the offense is not doing her no justice. Because I feel like they got her in that type of Steph, not even a Steph Curry role. Because if you look at a Steph Curry player, they do a lot of off ball movement for that guy. Like there's a lot of getting him open when he doesn't have the ball, and he does a lot of running around the court. Caitlin, it looks like she want to do that, but she can't even run because ain't no space for that. They're not playing towards that. So if she do go do something like that, she gonna be messing up the offense. She gonna be messing up for other players. She gonna be messing up for Leah Boston and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna have to work that out. They really gonna have to
I'm gonna
work
say
that
this.
out.
This is why you say it has to be some coaching done. They got to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah,
They got to,
it got to be some coaching
yeah.
done. Yeah, it got to be some coaching done. It got to be some more like Aaliyah Boston gonna have to come out the post a little bit more. She gonna have
Okay.
to do some screens at the top of the key. There's gonna be
Hmm.
some of it got to be some of that type of offense where like New York, the Lady Liberty plays some of that type of offense. The
Hmm.
Connecticut Suns, who they play against, play some of that
Hmm.
type of offense. L.A. Not L.A. Las Vegas. Las Vegas plays some of that defense where they got Asia Wilson. She hits threes. You feel me? They'll
Hmm.
bring her out to the perimeter, which pretty much will open up the paint for somebody like Caitlin Clark, for your guard to go in there and get a bucket because the paint not clogged up with the center or the
Hmm.
power forward. The tall girls that's on the court. They'll bring the tall girls out of the paint. So like, will Leah Boston staying in the paint that long and staying down there like that and kind of, you know, to me, kind of looking like, yo, this is my game, this is my team, this is how I play, and this is how we've been playing all year. I'm not
Hmm.
really about to switch this up. It's kind of mucking up the offense a little bit because you got different players and you're not utilizing your players to the best ability, pretty much. So
Hmm. Hmm.
it's looking like I can see this going down
Hmm.
where they play 3-4 years together, and then the media pressures the whole team to be like, yo, y'all gotta do something with Leah Boston, you gotta do something with Caitlin Clark. Somebody
Hmm.
gotta be free because it's going to come to a standstill where Caitlin Clark not really progressing or Leah Boston not progressing, and then that's gonna mess the money up. That's gonna mess the
Hmm.
league up. They're gonna be like, y'all gotta do something. Y'all gotta either trade her so she can get her own team, or like y'all gotta do something. So you mean
Sadly,
that's kind of how I'm looking.
it sounds like it might be political right now and a little personal, where there are the players that have their feelings about how things should be, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's the press hype media and WNBA narrative, where we need to see Caitlyn in a certain light, so put her there.
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. Because you had mentioned that on one of your pods that you had played. This is like preseason. You were playing some of the practice clips of them talking, and you had
Mhm.
mentioned just like yeah, like the way they sounding is kind of like I don't really want to give up my team yet. Like you feel me? They,
Mhm.
they mentioning
Mhm.
stuff like, oh, I didn't know she could pass that well and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It reminds me of when he first came in the league too. Oh my God, I keep mentioning Brian. They're gonna think I'm type of Brian lover. But like when he came in the league, there's video of his teammates responding to him in the league. It's like one of those local news clips, like where the local news is excited for their team to get the new player or whatever. And they're
Mhm.
asking all the players, like, oh, how do you think LeBron going to fit in here? And they all like, high school kid, he could just kind of ride the bandwagon. You feel what I'm saying? That's '03. You could speak a little bit more '03 than you could do in 2024. So it's like, I, I'm glad you pointed it out because I'm hearing the same stuff too, and I'm seeing it on the court. It's bleeding out onto the court. You don't want that stuff to bleed out onto the court. You can feel the way you feel, but when you touch that court, it's supposed to be all business. You're supposed to be on that joint just trying to win the game. And yeah, sometimes it look like she's a young player. She's a young player. So stuff like this happens with young players. It's just like, yo, I ain't even submit my own role here yet for me to be giving up certain things, you know what I mean, to be a better player and stuff like that. This is a better team and stuff like that. I'm not even. What about my bread? She making bread. Caitlin making bread. Some of these players kind of looking at it like that too. I don't know if you feel that way too. I feel like some of these players looking at her like she making too much bread. like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
too much
Especially when you
endorsements and
consider
stuff
just
like
the
that.
offer she's been given, and while other more seasoned players haven't received, Ice
Mhm.
Cube and all that.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
And
it's respectfully, there's some things to be envious of or jealous
yeah.
of, rather, not envious but jealous. You
Yeah.
know, if you're players that are in the WNBA, I mean, you've been there for years. You done played Olympic ball, and then now this girl comes, and it's like, oh my gosh, the WNBA is so great.
And you're like, damn, I've been here for 10 years. I got 3, 4 rings in a row, 5 MVPs. Like, I've been settling for a
Yeah,
long time.
everybody want to rerun their stats. The
Real
whole
rap,
everybody
real
like,
rap.
no, hold on, my resume.
And you can hear it in the announcers too when they speak in the game, where they be like, because some of them are old players too, and they'll just be like, put some respect on the vets. Like the vets been here, and we gotta tap in. They don't never throw no shade at Caitlin or Angel Reese. They be like, oh, all love to them and good thing that they're bringing in fans or whatever. But we gotta give some respect to the vets, and a lot of people feeling like y'all new fans, y'all kind of y'all not showing respect to the rest of the league type situation. You feel what I'm saying? I feel that be leaking out on their court, on the Indiana Fever court, like since they lost 4 straight games. Like, 4 straight games kind of tough. You know what I mean? You gotta get one of them Jones out there. But I mean, they played some tough competition. I mean, playing New York twice and playing Connecticut twice is not sweet. You feel what I'm saying? But I do think they're good enough to at least get one of those dubs. I definitely think they could have got one of those dubs, at least one. You feel me? At least being 1-3. But I'm interested to see how they go. What do you think they'll do by the end of the year? You think they'll make the playoffs this year?
I don't.
Me
I don't.
neither. Me either. I ain't gonna lie. Me neither.
I think Caitlin's a superstar, but I think
Facts.
it'll be a year or two before they're really rocking. I think
Yeah,
she's got some respect to earn.
they're gonna have to get a coach. If this the NBA, bro, listen, bro. If this
Mhm.
was the NBA, their coach would have been fired. They turn over coaches like that over there. They would have been fired. I ain't gonna hold you.